I bought her an iPhone with my last savings, the same phone she was with throughout the day and night. At first, I didn't mind. I told myself she's happy and that's all that matters. But slowly, I realized the same thing I sacrificed everything to buy was the same thing taking her away from me. She would sit beside me, but few miles away from me, laughing at jokes I didn't hear, smiling at people I didn't know. I kept asking myself, did I buy her happiness? Or did I buy my own heartbreak? That evening, I tried to speak to her. I told her, please, can you prepare something for us to eat? She looked at me and said, if you are hungry, go to the kitchen and cook, or go buy what you want. I stared at her in shock. Can't you cook anymore? I asked her. She replied coldly, did I look like your maid? I just stood there confused, staring at a woman I no longer understood. Days turned into weeks, and her love for me turned to excuse. Message ignored, calls unanswered. I asked her one day, what changed? She said, you won't understand. But I did. I understand that the phone in her hand had become more valuable than the heart in front of her. I understood that no matter how much I give, I was never going to be enough for her. Few weeks later, I approached her. I wanted to ask her about business ideas before I bought her the phone. She once told me about a plan to help me. I thought maybe she would remember. I told her that I'm struggling with a business idea and I want her to help me with some. She brushed me aside. All the plans we had together, all the attentions, no longer matters. What matters now is what on the phone. She looked into my face and told me that she doesn't care, that if I'm struggling with any business idea, I should go figure it out myself. I couldn't believe what I had that day, because I didn't believe she would say such a thing to me. I asked her that day. I told her, since I bought this phone for you, you have been behaving differently. I said, I've noticed you have been chatting with someone. I know it's a guy. I just want to know, what's your relationship with him? She looked at me and said, he's just a friend. But deep down, I knew she wasn't telling me the truth. That night, I heard her. She was on a call with a man I didn't know. I stood behind her quietly listening. The man asked her about me, her boyfriend. She laughed and said, leave that useless, jobless guy. He promised to buy her a wig. She was so excited, her voice so alive in a way that she never sounded with me. When she finally turned and saw me, she froze for a moment. Then she looked at me without care. No concern, no fear in her face. She just walked away and I stood there broken. That is when I understood that love is not proven by how much you sacrificed. Because if you give your all to the wrong person, they will still find a reason to leave. I stood there in silence. I didn't even realize when tears started rolling down my face. I sat on the floor broken, not because she left, but because I had realized that I've given everything to someone who saw me as nothing. That night,